This sucks.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Drafting with Drafts. This is episode 6, I believe. Because the world became a raging hellscape, we weren't able to do all the episodes we were thinking about doing while I was off for a little while. My friend Pete took over for one episode, but we are back. We have a panel of reoccurring guests here. And we're all quarantined to our house. So the whole idea of this draft is going to be based around quarantine. Real quick, I'll introduce the panel. Brendan Van Allen over there. I don't know where he is on what you're seeing, but he's in the corner for me. Welcome back, buddy.
Hello. Welcome back to me.
And then we got Jason DeLuca. And Josiah Leroy up there, our CEO, who is recording from an abandoned Blockbuster, apparently.
I can't believe you found me.
But this is going to be a little different, obviously. But we're basing it around the quarantine. 5 people you would want to be quarantined with. 5 different categories. So you have to draft an athlete, can be playing now or retired, a musician. Jason and I had a little conversation about this earlier about what the definition is. It made me question what he was thinking in terms of who he wanted to draft. But I said an album out, maybe. It was more than just a hobby that constitute a musician. So an actor or an actress, a comedian, which, stand-up comedian, actor or actress on SNL, one of your late night hosts, sure, whatever. And then a wild card, which is, you can draft whoever you want. It can be anyone. It can be, Jerry from 3rd grade that you've been thinking about lately, wondering how he's doing. Honestly, doesn't matter to me. So those are our 5 that we are drafting. We're going to jump right into this. Brendan gets the first pick. Jason is next. I go after that. And then Joe is at the end. Snake draft as usual. So Joe will have back-to-back picks, round 1 and 2. So, Brendan, why don't you kick us off, dude?
All right. Well, I am first. This is the first time I've actually gone first. And I'm going to take the number 1 pick that everyone has probably written down. So it's an actor, and that actor is Bill Murray, of course, without a doubt, 100%. So who needs it?
I like it.
Yeah.
Darn. That messes up my whole draft.
Good.
I would only want Bill Murray if he was Bill Murray from Zombieland.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Yeah. Are you going to try to draft all the celebrities from Zombieland? Emma Stone was on my list, but I got Bill Murray, so why would I choose Emma Stone?
Jason, you going with an actor or actress, or you?
I'm actually gonna go with my comedian first because I think they're gonna be the most well known. So I'm gonna go with my late night host of choice, Conan O'Brien.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think for down to earth, very self-deprecating, kind of like my humor, but also, I love his podcast, it's like it's probably my favorite podcast to listen to. Just him talking to other people and just makes it seem very like brings it down to like a personal level, makes other actors and actresses and whatever feel like regular humans instead of these like, well, famous people that we make them out to be. So I'm going to go with Conan as my first pick.
Nice one. Lose on the clock.
Plus, watch the news for me because I don't, even though I'm here by myself all the time, I'm still not watching the news. So he's my source of news. So, you know, that helps.
It's fair. I'm going to go with my athlete. And I base this, I mean, I love the guy, but not so much for being an athlete, but you'd want to have someone in quarantine that like is fun to be around and, you know, maybe makes being stuck in your house not completely suck all the time. So I'm going with Shaquille O'Neal because I've been watching his quarantine videos and that dude is hilarious.
I really thought you were going to go with Mattingly.
See, here's the thing about Don Mattingly. I love Don Mattingly more than most people love like their own children. But I don't know if Mattingly's a good time during quarantine. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pulling him away from his family. Maybe he's pissed about that. Shaq, you know, I'm pulling him away from his family, but I think he's a kind of guy who make the best of any situation. Bring his turntables with him. You know, it's a party every night. So.
All right, fair enough. So, I am going to go. Damn it, BVA. I am going with the musician first. It's funny, this one hit me later on in the day. Brendan, take that down right now. Someone get an eraser. Paper towel, anything. I'm going to go with Travis Barker because I would love to make some sweet-ass drum videos with him. And I think he's the best drummer of all time. So I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, Adam, he's the best drummer of all time. No debate. Keep yourself on mute for me. Thank you. That'd be great.
No, he's not. No, he's not, you loser.
Who's better?
I will 100% say Dave Grohl.
That's adorable. Okay, mute yourself again.
That is cute. So I was gonna say if someone said Neil Peart, I'd be like, okay, but
I just said Neil Peart, but he's dead.
Yeah.
Hey, at least nobody said Ringo Starr.
I'm a better drummer than Ringo Starr was.
Yeah, Neil Peart tied for the greatest of all time for sure, with Travis Barker, not Dave Grohl. Do I get to pick again? Is that snake draft? Yeah.
No, you just lost privileges.
Yep.
I will kill you through the screen, Adam. Let's see. I'm going to go with my comedian of choice. It's my absolute go-to, and that's Jim Gaffigan. I was like, what is Brenda doing? Okay. Yeah, Jim Gaffigan, bar none, my favorite. I've enjoyed every special he's done throughout the years. Believe it or not, I've not watched any of his sitcom that he did. I don't know if it was any good or not, but yeah, Jim Gaffigan's it for me.
I didn't even know he had a sitcom.
Exactly.
All right, Lewis, here, if you're basing your draft on celebrities' quarantine videos, you could technically pick O.J. Simpson because he was an actor here. You could.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna pass though. Thanks for throwing that out there. So I'm gonna go with my comedian, and it's because I think there's gonna be a run on him now. By that I mean I want to get to it before Brendan. Although I have a feeling Brendan's gonna think this guy's an so I'm just gonna pick him because I actually like him. I appreciate him, even if he laughs at everything. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Fallon.
Okay, cool.
What if Brendan didn't say a single word for the rest of the episode except for his picks? No, his picks he could even write and just made facial expressions. I think it would be great.
I'm gonna change your name to Karen for choosing him.
Damn you. All right.
All right. So for my next pick, I'm gonna go with my actor. Probably not anybody that was on anybody's board, but I'm gonna go with Bill Hader because much like Conan O'Brien, seems super cool, down to earth. And he's probably my favorite guy who was ever like cast member from SNL. Plus the show Barry's just awesome. So I think I got a good trio there, just guys I could just talk to all day.
Cool. All right. Well, then I'm gonna go with my next comedian because I feel like musicians and athletes and even wild cards are super like they're specifically like your person, your persona. But comedians everyone kind of likes. So I'm gonna take Patton Oswald for my comedian there.
That's a good choice.
He is wildly funny and a normal human being. Yep. I will also say, well, I can't say my other picks because you guys haven't chosen yet, but they were good.
I actually concur on the Patton Oswald pick. I think he'd be hilarious to be quarantined with.
I was originally, so I know I always put a spin on my drafts. I was originally going to do someone a celebrity who is good at cooking and one that is good at cleaning, but then I had to do the research for that. So I decided against it. I just went normal draft this time. It's the first time. It's actually the first time I've done a normal draft, so there you go. Next.
Wait. We're at the end of round 2. What that means is we gotta cut out for the beer focus for just a second. We're gonna talk about what we're drinking today, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome to the beer focus portion of our show. I'm here with Brendan. We're going to talk about the beer we are drinking tonight. Tonight we're drinking Ghost with the mixed berry sour ale. First of all, Brendan, Gosa or Goes? How do we pronounce this?
It's pronounced Goza for the official style, but we actually just call this Goes with because it's a great pun. I mean, goes is always used as a pun.
I like it. So this is a sour beer.
I like you.
What is it about a sour beer that makes it a sour beer?
Well, with sour beers, what makes them sour is the yeast strain or bacteria. Sours use different kinds of fermenting little buggies. Like normally with beer, you just use yeast. But with sour beers, you can use yeast, wild yeast, or even bacteria to get that characteristic sour flavor of the beer.
So this mixed berry sour ale goes with. Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about it, because all I know about it is that it is delicious.
Yeah, it's definitely tasty. So Goes with started off as just a traditional Goza, a regular sour beer. We've decided to add some flavorings to it. We have, let's see here, raspberry, blackberry, and sweet cherry to kind of give it those super fruity berry characteristics of this beer. It's just a super drinkable, lots of fruit, berries.
And for fans of this beer, like myself, is there anything similar to this beer that's going to be coming out soon?
Yeah, so we've taken Goes with, and we've actually added a lot of other things too. We just had a key lime pie version of this beer that we're going to be making again. And then in around mid-June or so, we have strawberry lemonade that's going to be coming out. We got a bunch of iterations of Goes with. You can also expect a cranberry orange version for fall. Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited. Brandon, thanks a lot, dude. Appreciate it. Let's get back to the show. All right, that was our beer focus. That was me. That was Brendan. And now we're jumping back into the draft. Round 3. Brendan, you're back up.
Beginning of round 3. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go with my athlete because I know this athlete is not going to be chosen by anyone else. Hold on a second. Let me just do this.
Tom Brady.
Frick you. Joe Thomas.
Joe
the left tackle. Exactly. Joe Thomas. Hashtag. Can we tag all the celebrities in this, by the way, at the end of it on our Twitter? Because, listen, this is a shout out. Joe Thomas, I really want to go fishing with you, buddy. Joe Thomas, left tackle, Hall of Fame left tackle for the Cleveland Browns since forever, and I want to go fishing with this guy like you wouldn't believe. He's such a cool guy. But he lives in Texas, so I mean you'd have to pay your own way up here, dude.
Damn it! I should have picked Mattingly, and then we'll all just tag the people we actually want to hang out with.
You got a wild card left.
Although yeah, it's true. I do want to hang out with Shaq though. All right, who's up? Jason?
So,
Jason, you up?
I'm gonna go with my musician here, and again, it could be controversial, but the way I'm looking at it is, you could put his name into Apple Music, and an album comes up. Okay, I'm gonna go with John Mulaney. All right, again, I'm stretching it a little bit here, but if you have not seen his musical special on Netflix, The Sack Lunch Bunch, it's great. All right. And he sings in it. Okay. So he sings songs. What else do you want from me, guys? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a technicality.
It's a music. Yeah, the album is the album a musical album or is it a comedy album?
No, yeah, it's all the songs from.
Okay, well, then yeah, the guy's a comedian, but he's a musician too. I'll allow it.
Yeah, I mean he's not good, but he sings. But more importantly, he fits in with my group. Okay,
It's fair. That's fair. I'm going to go with my wild card. And it's more so because I actually know who I was going to have as my wild card. And I still haven't decided who my musician or actor and actress will be. So for my wild card, I'm taking Chrissy Teigen because I find her hilarious. She seems like she'd be awesome to hang around with. And she's got cookbooks, man. So she knows how to cook, and she'll be able to teach me how to make all this crap too. So yeah, I think she's awesome. So she's my wild card.
Very popular.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over pretty well too.
Right.
it was getting dicey there for a second when you were like, "Oh yeah."
Right. Chrissy Teigen walking around the house with Decker and Beckett that'll be fantastic, man.
What's wrong with that? My wife loves her too.
Nothing. Actually, she's married to. I went to Wittenberg University in Springfield, Ohio. John Legend, Springfield, Ohio. He and I were probably hanging out together, but maybe not.
No, I almost made a stipulation that okay, if you pick someone, their family comes too, and that way, just so I could get John Legend too. But I get it.
So you tried
only picking one person. So
you tried to cheat, is what you're saying.
yes, 100%. Yes. So, Joe, you're at the bottom of round 3.
Man. Damn you, Brendan. Damn you! Okay. So I am gonna pick let's see. I'm gonna go with my actor. Even though I would say he's not primarily an actor as much anymore, more in the writing and directing side of things. I'm going actually with Jon Favreau. Hear me out. He did the chef show, so he's done 3 seasons of that. He'd be pretty handy in the kitchen, I would say. So 2-3 months under quarantine, I'd be getting some pretty awesome meals. He's doing The Mandalorian. Obviously, I'm a Star Wars guy, so he's working on season 2 and soon to be season 3. So I'd get probably some nice inside scoops there. Also, he's a really good conversationalist. He's always hosting panels. He's always hosting roundtables. There'd be no shortage of stuff to kind of go through from a geeky standpoint, whether it's Star Wars, Iron Man, Marvel, you name it. He would be my pick, and I feel like he'd be a fun guy to hang out with. I don't know.
It's a good pick. Solid
I
pick.
will actually say that I 100% think that that's the best pick you've ever made in any draft ever.
I got to go with Star-Lord.
He also went over and wanted to be the ultimate fighter in Friends, so you got protection too if you need it.
He's done everything. I think pretty versatile from that standpoint.
It's just unfortunate that he would hate you. So go ahead, do your next pick.
Well, I was going to pick Brendan Van Allen for my wild card, but not anymore. That ship has sailed, jerk face. I don't have, I think, I'm going to save my wild card because I don't think anyone will take it. I don't have a good option really either for athlete, but I think from a purely entertainment standpoint, someone I would never get bored with, Marty Baron. He talks and talks and talks. He is actually, believe it or not, despite his pedigree, my favorite hockey player. Granted, never won a Stanley Cup, never took home any accolades or awards like that. But I always enjoyed him, and I enjoy him in the broadcast booth. So he would be my guy.
And those
He seems like
Joe Thomas. Yeah, that's my
I
pick.
agree with Jason. Dude's eyes are hypnotizing.
That's
He and
right.
I golfed
that
together.
guy.
Joe, did I ever tell you that?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really golf together. Like, we were on the same course.
It was
And
you
the
were
same
in the same city like John Legend, right?
Yeah, no, we were on the same putting green at the same time.
Awesome. Yeah, he signed my
I,
jersey when I was a kid. It was special for me.
I wouldn't let him in my house. His eyes are too beautiful. I don't want Lauren falling for him.
I was going to say, are you worried about Lauren or yourself?
He is
Debatable.
handsome.
All right, who's up next? Am I up next?
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see here. Actor or actress? This is just purely based on.
Do we have any women yet? Let me ask this.
I do. I drafted Chrissy Teigen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, way to pay attention.
Sorry, I just don't care.
This is based purely on just. I think the guy seems like an awesome dude, and seems like fun, and just seems like a good guy all around. I think he'd be cool to hang out with. I'm gonna go with Stephen Amell.
Are you trying to convince us or you? Who is this?
Oh, I'm convinced you. So I guess I'm trying to convince you. So
Did you guys ever see the Second Night at the Museum movie? There's a point to all this. Do you remember Jonah Hill's character when he's like, "My name is Brundon"? I always think of that when I see Brendan. My name's Brundon. It's actually a pretty common name. All right.
Wait,
Good job,
who
Brendan.
is this person? Who is this
That's
person
wonderful.
that you chose? I don't know them.
Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
He played the Green Arrow on Arrow. He was Oliver Queen,
Okay. There you go.
and he does a lot of stuff with the fans.
And he was
philanthropic type
involved
stuff.
in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 43 or whatever the last one was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but even he probably wouldn't want to remind you of that. So it was
It was Casey Jones.
I did see. I just watched Code 8 though, with him and his cousin Robbie Amell, and that was a solid movie on Netflix. So check that one out.
Come on, Brendan.
But he's
Yeah.
always. What's that?
No,
It,
pay attention.
it was interesting.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, it was over. Like, I was watching it and it was over, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
yeah. I was shocked at the how abrupt the ending was too. But I guess they're making a Code 8 TV show, so maybe it'll pick up where where the movie left off. So,
Well, he is unemployed now, so that'll be cool.
who?
Stephen Amell.
No, he's not. He's signed on for that wrestling show on like Stars or whatever, Heels, where he plays a wrestler.
It's wrestling, so he's basically unemployed.
It's going to be awesome. Don't listen to this old guy.
Except
All right.
it's wrestling.
I haven't watched wrestling in 27 years, but it's going to be awesome.
Bam. Okay, Jason, you up?
All right, so I'm going to go with my athlete next. And to preface this, I'll say I've been making it a tradition to wear a soccer jersey on all these drafts. And this was before I realized that our Grumpster over here didn't like soccer. So just because of that, I'm going to draft my favorite female soccer player, whose jersey I also have, Alex Morgan, just to piss him off.
A, I was a soccer player and I don't hate it. And B, I'm not sure a female cut jersey is going to look good on you.
Oh, it doesn't. I was gonna wear it earlier, but like it's so tight. I looked like a female in it. Like it was like it had a B cup.
Even in the dark, when he had no lights on, you could see all of that.
Oh yeah, it was. Trust me, I saved you guys.
BVA.
Yeah, BVA. Everyone's videos are cutting out on me right now. Is everyone else okay?
Yeah,
good.
it cut out on me too, but that was perfect timing cut
Okay.
out considering I'm up next.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so it looks like what numbers is this, round 4 or 5?
4.
Okay. I am. So I don't know the guy's music at all in any way, shape, or form. I really don't. I can't say that I've ever listened to a Willie Nelson song. But you know who I'm drafting for music is Willie Nelson. That's a guy that you'd be able to hang out with.
That's not debatable. Yeah.
That's really original, Joe. Good job. Willie Nelson. All right.
Good choice. You're also starting up round 5.
Yes.
Yeah, not sure you'll be able to afford him in your house, though.
I'm sure he's
rich. He comes with his own stock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was just talking about the amount of Cheetos you'd have to have.
He probably brings that too.
So I'm gonna do my wild card, and originally in my wild card I had Paul Rubens, but I'm not gonna choose Paul. I'm not gonna choose Pee Wee. Paul, fuck, it's Pee Wee Herman. Shut up, dude. He's my hero. He's a hero. I still love him.
He's a hero. Oh man.
He's a national treasure.
He's a national treasure.
Star-Lord's a bad choice, but Pee Wee Herman is a hero. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Alton Brown, the celebrity chef for my wild card, because he is super knowledgeable and he seems like a good guy. The only time that I've ever gotten mad at him for anything is when he said the best chicken wings are not in Buffalo. For that, he can shut up about stuff.
Are you bringing him here just to prove that they are from Buffalo?
No, I'm not going to let him eat any chicken wings while he's here, actually. None.
You're a good man, then.
No chicken wings.
A chicken wing quarantine.
Yeah.
Who's up next? Is it me?
Jason.
No,
Oh, Jason.
I do like that pick though. Elton Brown was always my favorite person on the Food Network when I used to watch it more.
I still look up his recipes anytime I want to do anything. I always look if there's an Alton Brown recipe because he gets into the science of it.
Fun fact: I actually served at the restaurant I work at. What's his name? Jeffrey. Is it Carrion? I think his last name is.
Oh yeah.
Food Network. I served him at the restaurant once. We had a nice conversation. He didn't know who I was though, so it wasn't important. All right, so
Does anyone?
for my wild card, this isn't going to be controversial for you guys, but it's controversial in my own heart because she is a Boston fan a Boston sports fan, and it
I already know where this is
sort
going.
of drives me crazy, but I've been a fan of her like kind of style of sports reporting for a long time, and that's Katie Nolan. I used to listen to her podcast too a long time ago. I've just enjoyed her, like I said, her comedy and her sports reporting for a while, and I kind of like the this sort of like push that ESPN's doing with like her and like Mina Kimes and like actual good like smart female sports reporters. So I'm gonna go with Katie Nolan. So I have somebody I can talk with sports with, talk sports with. That's the only reason why I drafted it.
It's funny you said that. For my wild card spot on my short list, I actually had Mina Kimes because I think she's super smart, super knowledgeable, and hilarious, and I feel like she'd be a blast to hang out with as well.
Yeah.
So
I like her too.
But-
I just liked Katie Nolan for longer.
and her, you're right, dude. Boston sports fan, that's her only knock.
But you get a little healthy debate going. I suppose.
Yeah,
Her and Conan are both from Boston. It would be,
interesting.
yeah, I don't know.
What? That's me. My last
you.
pick. What do I have? Musician. I'm gonna go with a musician, but I'm not drafting him so much for his musicianship. Even though he is the lead singer of my favorite band, he's an author. He's super smart, super well read. I always felt like just having like a conversation with him would be awesome. I've met him a couple times. He's just the nicest guy in the world. So I'm going to go with Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die.
I knew it. I'm almost surprised you didn't take musician earlier, Lou.
Really?
Yeah, I just had a feeling. I don't know. Apparently I was wrong.
I had a feeling that I had no competition there. So I knew I could hold him off.
I couldn't wait to see what Brendan was writing for my final pick. I could not wait. I cannot wait to screenshot all of
Mike
this. And be
Tyson.
like, look at what
Mike
a jerk
Tyson,
he is.
I was going to say, Mike Tyson would actually be a hell of a dude to quarantine with.
I
Oh,
would.
yeah, if you want to get your ass beat all the time.
Yeah, I would run out of the house and take my chances. I'd be
You
like,
see,
nope,
he's
sorry.
training. He wants to do like charity matches. He wants to do a comeback. That dude's like 50 and throws bombs still. I saw a video of him training. Crazy.
Yeah.
Holyfield just said he was going to fight again too. I thought I saw that today, and it was in response to Tyson. So maybe we'll get Tyson Holyfield again. He can get the other ear.
Oh Lord. Joe, what do you need? don't even know.
Wild card.
Oh, wow. What do you-
I'm not going to say damn it, Brendan, again. I swore I'd stop saying that. All right, so wild card for me. I am actually, speaking of Boston sports fans, because that's a problem, John Krasinski. Just seems like a cool dude. I love The Office. He's doing a lot of good things. Even during the quarantine, like he's been doing his good news videos that he posts to social media. That's a lot of fun. He did one with Steve Carell.
yeah.
He'd be my guy. I mean, it's funny that we mentioned, it doesn't come with spouses because Emily Blunt would be a cool tag along, if you will. But yeah, Krasinski definitely for me, with the only knock being that he likes Boston sports. Icky.
That was my wife's pick,
The-
and we've been watching Jack Ryan. What was it? John Ryan?
Jack Ryan.
Whatever.
You had it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a decent show, but I just can't get over watching Jim Halpert be a war hero.
I know I haven't watched it yet. It's been on my list forever, but I think Brendan, maybe that's why I haven't, because I feel like it'll just be like Jim Halpert in Threat Level Midnight in The Office. Like,
Yeah. I was thinking that the other day. I'm watching it and I'm like, why is his face not gold?
yeah.
Full disclosure, I could never pick John Krasinski because I'm pretty sure that's my wife's like top crush. So he's not coming in this house.
Is that her hall pass?
And it's a good, yeah, it's fair. And then the only reason I didn't pick Chris Evans as my actor was because of how much he loves Boston sports. That's my one. I love him, and I think we would have a blast together until the conversation came to sports, and then after that,
how does he feel about Tampa Bay sports?
Tampa Bay sports.
How does anyone feel about Tampa Bay sports?
Does Tampa Bay have sports?
What is Tampa
No.
Bay?
That's Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
no, I forgot already. So yeah,
I feel bad that I said that though. I have a friend in Tampa Bay,
No one
and
has
who's a
friends in
huge
Tampa Bay.
Bucks and
Everybody's got a
Lightning
friend.
fan. I feel bad that I just threw that out there. So.
Anybody who lives up north has a friend in Tampa Bay.
Oh, that's true.
Lou, it'd be an
That's
awkward
true.
conversation with Chris Evans once you got to Boston sports, but it would also be awkward to be like, hey, yeah, we were doing this draft and my friend took Captain America before I could get to it and I got really pissed. Yeah.
It'd also be awkward when Chris Evans looked at his arm and said, "That's not me as Captain America."
Hey,
So let me ask you,
this was done prior to the movie, so that would be awkward though. I'm not gonna lie, would be awkward.
What were you got the tattoo when you were like 9?
And sure, a little after that,
Like
But-
11. Yeah.
14. You just need like a parent to sign a waiver. My mom didn't care. This goes really fast if you only have 5 picks. We're all done.
should
so-
we do some honorable mentions?
Oh, sure. Anyone have any ideas?
Well, why don't we just do one from each of us, and for each category? I mean, we could rattle them off quick, or we could just do one each, whatever.
Let's do one each. And Brandon, you can start.
All right, so I will say that my honorable mention, the one that I keep coming back to, and almost chose as my wild card, is Ochocinco. Chad Ochocinco would be.
That's such a random pick.
He'd be so fun to hang out with.
You're such an Ohio boy. You're not even from Ohio.
No, it has nothing to do with Ohio. I like Cleveland.
Oh, you're
I
a
like
Browns
Cleveland
fan,
Cleveland
and he's
sports.
a longtime Bengal.
Yeah, that's rivalry. It has nothing to do with liking the state of Ohio. He's just a freaking fun guy to hang out with.
Yeah, duh.
Did I mention that I went to college in Ohio and hung out with John Legend?
This is
Allegedly.
back in the 1940s, right?
Wait, John Legend looks great for his age.
Is this before or after the Spanish flu that you survived?
Jason, who's your honorable
Is
mention?
this Pete's second pandemic? I'm sorry.
The other person I was debating for my wild card was Jason Mantzoukas. Fell in love with him playing Rafi, which is like the most despicable character of all time. But I generally just think he's funny, and I like most of his roles. So that was kind of my wild card, just kind of off the wall, just to add some craziness.
Good call. Joe?
Let's see. Wild card. I had this was the only one I thought maybe would be picked by someone else, and specifically you. Lou would be Kevin Feige.
Good choice.
So many
Solid
stories
choice.
there. It seems down to earth. I would love to not just hear about the past, but hear about really what's coming with the MCU. I think that would be fascinating.
All these people you picked, like, you would have to be killed after like quarantine was over because they wouldn't let you out of your apartment.
I'd be a walking liability, and no one would ever hear
Yeah.
from me again. Training
Yeah.
exercise. That guy just died. It's weird.
You'd be signing some non-disclosure agreements, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
We'll get Pete and Adam in on this. Adam, who's your one? Who's your one wild card?
Oh, I can't do one without doing the other because I got to do Kevin Hart and The Rock because putting those two in the same
Oh,
is amazing.
I shouldn't have asked Adam. The Rock was going to be mine.
I did
That was
have him
gonna
on
be mine.
my list.
I talked to Josiah like 5 minutes ago about putting The Rock and Kevin Hart together, making just those stupid social media videos they did for Central Intelligence. How can
Could you imagine the two of them doing the quarantine videos back to back?
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic, and I'd be the one to publish all of them, which would be great for us.
P, what about yours?
I tell you, my favorite celebrity in quarantine land has been Sir Patrick Stewart reading a sonnet a day. Jean-Luc Picard. I'm having a great time listening to him doing Shakespeare, and it's been fun.
You want him to just read you Shakespeare before bed?
That's the
Yeah.
lamest thing you could have picked.
Not before bed, in bed.
It's even better.
That's the
So I was-
lamest, the oldest.
The funny thing is, you asked me, like I told you guys, I made this list just out of like I'll do this, and it was like filled with gay women. Like I have Ruby Rose. I think she'd be a blast. Like every day she's changing her hair and cutting it off and doing it all different colors and stuff. And in the spirit of soccer, Megan Rapinoe. I'd like to hang out.
She was on my short list for athletes. I love her. I think she'd be awesome.
Yeah, she'd be great fun.
Mine, I mean, Adam, you took The Rock. P, you took Mega Rapinoe.
Hey Lou, real quick, how many picks have you lost by other people since we've done this show? Because I feel
This
like we just
are total. It happens all the time. It's like
somebody needs to watch back and just count how many picks he loses by everybody. We need to just have stats on this stuff.
it's more than 10.
There's only one that matters.
I've done like shut up. I've done like five of these and probably at least a couple per episode. I would say those are both gone. I would say Denzel. That dude just seems awesome all the time. But I think he's number 2 on my wife's crush list. So he's not allowed in this house either. So I'll backtrack to Captain America and pick Chris Evans. So at least in one of these drafts, I get Captain America. Thank you very much, Joe.
As a bonus pick.
Here's
This is an honorable mention. You don't have
As a
to-
leftover.
here's
It's a list.
here's the
This was
thing.
the chance.
Here's
Too late.
Here's one more before we peace out. Not a part of the official draft, but if you could have one fictional character in quarantine with you, who would it be? Brandon, you go first.
No.
Jason, you go first.
The first thing that popped in my head was probably Iron Man, Tony Stark. I think he'd be cool.
Oh, you Chris Evans to me. That's bullshit.
He'd also figure out a way to get you out of quarantine. So,
Sicilian suit.
Joe, your choice.
Not easy.
It's not easy. And Iron Man was my go-to. I had RDJ on my list for actor. You know, I got no one. I need another round.
Brandon?
No.
Pee Wee Herman.
Absolutely Pee Wee Herman.
Cosmo Kramer.
Not Paul Rubens. Not Paul Rubens. Pee Wee Herman.
National treasure, Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to go with the rat from Ratatouille. He can cook for us. He doesn't take up much space. Not going to need a lot of food. So that's my fictional character.
And he'll create a mini
There's
pandemic
play.
in your house.
Listen, I'm willing to risk that for someone that'll cook for us every night.
Louis, you eat chicken fingers and like cheeseburgers. You're not going to eat French food.
First of all, you know me from back when all I ate was chicken fingers and hamburgers. Things have changed because Lauren has made me change. But you're right. I probably wouldn't eat French food, so I'll just have him learn all the recipes we normally eat, and he can just cook for us. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. It was nice seeing actual human beings, even if it's through a screen. So thank you for joining us. What I need you to do is vote right
For
there
me.
below for whoever you think has the best house to quarantine with, the best group of people. And, maybe we'll send you something by October when all this crap is over with. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Okay. Appreciate seeing everyone. Take it easy. See you next time.